600-day weights can be taken on animals when they are between 501 and 900 days of age and are used to calculate the 600-day weight EBVs within the TACE analysis. Animals do not need to be weighed when they are all individually 600 days of age on the day of weighing, but rather the whole contemporary group is on average around 600 days. When collecting 600-day weights, it's important that weights are taken on the whole contemporary group, as a subset of animals can lead to biased EBVs. Weights will need to be collected on the same day for all animals within the contemporary group, as TACE will not directly compare the 600-day weights of animals that have been weighed on different days. This is important because if the animals are in a separate 600-day weight contemporary group, any subsequent performance for those animals will be analysed separately. So, for example, if we separate our animals for their 600-day weights, they will also be separated by TACE for their scan measurements. A management group should be recorded with the weight for any animal that has been treated differently or exposed to significant non-genetic influences prior to collecting their 600-day weight. The 600-day weight will need to be collected with an appropriate and accurate scale, with the weights recorded to the nearest kilogram. Do not guess, estimate, or use a girth tape to calculate the weights of an animal. Either weigh the animal with an appropriate scale or don't record the weight. Ensure that the animal comes to a complete stop on the scale and is not leaning against the sides of the weigh box when the weight is taken.
Should I separate the sale bulls from the bulls not in the sale when submitting performance information?
Yes, if the sale bulls have been treated differently, they will need to be assigned a separate management group to the other bulls.
I typically sell the bulls at around 18 months of age, which would be prior to the group's average age being 600 days of age. Should I just not worry about weighing them?
If selling bulls at 18 months of age, considerations can be given to collecting an early 600-day weight before these bulls have been sold. Animals can be weighed to contribute to the 600-day weight EBVs from 501 days of age. Weighing them like this will give you the best opportunity to weigh them in as large a contemporary group as possible.
Do I need to separate heifers based on their stage of pregnancy when submitting their weights?
Yes, in-calf and empty heifers will need to be assigned separate management groups to reflect the influence of the pregnancy status on the weight of that heifer. In addition, recording 600-day weights on heifers that are in later stages of pregnancy can cause significant bias to the 600-day weight EBVs that are calculated due to the variation in live weight being incorrectly attributed to the differences in growth genetics. If heifers are being calved down at 2 years of age, as this is usually the case in Angus herds, the consideration can be given to collecting 600-day weights for heifers at an earlier age when the effective pregnancy status on weight is minimal.
Are there any other traits I should be collecting at the same time as the 600-day weight?
Yes, consideration should be given to also collecting live animal ultrasound scanning, scrotal circumference and structural soundness measurements in association with the collection of 600-day weights. For further information on collecting 600-day weights, visit the Angus Education Centre or give staff at Angus Australia a call.